Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Star Wars Galaxy of Yeti here, just doing a little roster update for Royale with Cheese. I believe I did one for him earlier this year. Maybe when I only had about 40 or 50 followers or something like that. Anyway, as you can see, really solid roster here. You got basically a R7 Malik, which is a new addition. He's got the Malevolence showing, all very lovely. So let's get into it. Don't really have any concerns about his modding, but just gonna have a look anyway, because I'm nosy. Alright, that's about right. I mean, yeah. I'm actually quite curious. Ooh, Wat Tambor. I'm pretty curious here. 120, alright. About another 10 speed on that, that'd be a pretty respectable fourth set there. What do we got here? 123. Not bad, not bad. 148, not bad, not bad. 148 is okay. So that's kind of interesting. Two of the same sets. Anyway, yeah. Looks pretty good up at the top. Ooh. God, Thrawn needs some gear, like he just wowzers. Wowzers. It's like it's the one thing you've got an incredibly focused roster. As you can see, just like 5, 7, 10, 12 relics. That's pretty excellent. Grievous is only a relic 2, but how relevant is that with what he's got going on around him? 2, yeah. Totally fine at this point. There's some big paws on the puppy that is Septroids, especially with a Wat Tambor sitting there. His Night Sisters are disgusting, and that's been pretty similar. But what I'm curious about is Galactic Republic. Okay, so we got Padme Amidala there at G7, G8, G8. I mean, that's just a long way away, especially with Kenobi being Kenobi and being the hog that he is. But to get General Skywalker, which I'm pretty sure is your goal, you're gonna really have to just batten down the hatches and pour everything at basically these two, because they're gonna be quite the pain in the butt. And then I don't see Anakin at all, so that needs to be a farming priority. Anakin. Let's check his 501s. Echo's only 4-star. That's something to pay attention to. Let's go look and see about Sarge. I mean, yeah, he's gonna need Sarge for the Mace battle, because I mean, he's got Malevolence. I just pretty much am sure that he's not going to have Negotiator as well. The bug pilots are probably going to need to become a priority as well at some point. I know Sunfac is bloody brutal as well. Not prepared for any kind of First Order nonsense or Resistance nonsense, I think. No. I know Rebels are fine, but I'll have it as it looks. I mean, yeah, that's fine. Basically what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing a really, like a nice squad that's really focused up at the top. The tops of your squad is, like inventory is pretty dazzling, especially for the GP, just under 2.5. Yeah, Empire needs some work. I mean, ish. I mean, you've got quite a lot of stuff, but things like Thrawn, that needs to be upped. A G8 Thrawn, I mean, that's not gonna help you all that much. You got, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It feels like the bottom of your roster when it comes to setting your GAC. Like, you're almost at where you need to do 6 and 6, 6 offense, 6 on defense, and it feels like your roster is going to be pretty light when it gets down to 10. So there's going to be like 2 probably poor teams who just mismatch. You know, you'll throw like something like the Ewoks back there and hope for the best, and then it's like, you know, what else have you got? It's just, so I mean, that's kind of an issue. That's something I would think about, especially, you know, as you get that Padme team up. It's like another premium team, so it's not going to be flab around the waist at all. Like I see Treya here, once again just G8. It's like I'm curious as to why did I go Sith Empire? Let's go Sith. Curious if Nihilus, and no, nothing on Nihilus aside. I mean, I gotta push Treya. At least needs some work. You've got Trooper, you can run with her, and Marauder and stuff. You have options. You've got Nihilus and Scion need work. I mean, there's a lot of like little things that need work here, and I get the feeling that you've completed all your current goals with your R7 Darth Malik, and you know, you've been, obviously like me, we're in the same arena shard, and you've been finishing up at the top, and I've been finishing up at the top, such, and I know you're gonna want to get General Skywalker, judging by what I know of you as a player. So yeah, the things I'm gonna push on are your Seps need a little bit of work. The Sep droids, you've got good, like really good paws on the puppy, really big ones that are gonna show a big dog there. And then you've got to get the Padme Ahsoka Kenobi thing going, and then it's about getting that Mace contingent, because you went Malevolence. There's an actual like issue with essentially that you're gonna have to get these pilots up in their own kind of isolation cube, so to speak. So you've got a lot of work to get General Skywalker, just based on how your account's gone, and it's not a bad thing. It's just like this was dropped on you, and it's there's so many requirements on this on Sky Guy that it's, I mean, if you weren't already kind of leaning towards what they were asking from, it was going to be just a big task. So that's what's there. There isn't any kind of new meta or anything that's been announced or released that I can see, except for maybe those legendary Kylo and Rey. And you haven't got any of the First Order or any of the Resistance done up. It's not really a bad thing. Like I said, your roster doesn't have any flab. It's all tight right at the top. But now you got to start looking at getting a couple of more teams going and getting them ready for GAC and for General Skywalker. So gonna push definitely hard on Padme is what you should do. You're definitely going to need to up the gear on the supporting cast of that Separatist Droids team, and you're going to have to do something about getting a Mace fleet, which I know it sounds terrible to say, but with your choice to go with Malevolence, which is really cool, you got to go Mace with your Galactic Republic ships. Got to farm Anakin, you got to get his Eta 2, and go from there, buddy. But you know, modding, from what I didn't have any doubts, it's pretty good. I love what you got done at the top there. Those like top 6 teams or whatever you've got are just pretty gross. So just keep that up. Keep yourself focused like you're doing, and just start moving towards General Skywalker, because you're probably going to want that guy. Anyway, if you liked the video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. It helps little channels like mine. And if you want to roster review yourself, do come into our Discord server. I'll put the link down below in this video. And just click the link, come in, say hi, let me know you want one, and I'll do up a video for you at my next convenience. Anyway, have a good one.